Welcome back to your latest Chelsea news. Welcome back to Julius Blue TV. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about all the latest news. So guys, if it's your first time on the channel, smash the like button and subscribe if it's your first time. So now we have to unpack the craziest story today involving Aston Villa and us, including JOAO Felix, disasi, and JOHN DURAN. Are we gonna make a swap deal? Are we gonna make to be able to sign JOHN DURAN at the last of the transfer window? Because you guys know the transfer window, it will be shut. I think we have a couple more days left, but are we gonna have an option to sign this player? Because for me, you guys have seen our us having trouble in the striking position, and Jackson cannot finish chances. But there must be some big players leaving Aston Villa this January, because as you guys remember, as earlier, West Ham had a bid rejected by 59 million, and because I think they want around 70 million for JOHN DURAN, and then now Al Nassr are in the race of signing JOHN DURAN as well. And there've been some crazy story today. Fabrizio Hawkins and Fabrizio Romano, they were dropping today the bombs. They were saying Chelsea are going to be sending their players. Axel Disasi and JOAO Felix too is linked to them. What you guys think about that? But it's really painting a picture that JOHN DURAN could be leaving Aston Villa if the few things work in their favor. But now let's look at Matt Lowe's tweet right here. There have been some moving parts at Chelsea right now, because Villa, they like disasi, but probably they need to sell someone, or we need to sell someone to be able to buy another one, because we have a lot of players in the attackers, and we cannot wait, man, until the summer. We need to sign a striker right now ASP, because if we do not, we're not gonna get top four. Because for me, I don't think Garnacho is a possibility, because if you look at someone like Duran, he's been on the radar and he wanted to sign for us in summer. We keep forgetting this because Gallagher said no. Because you guys remember, Villa already agreed the deal and Gallagher said no, because I think it was 57 million, 58 million pound. For me, I did not understand that. But now, as Villas have found a new interest in disasi and like in JOAO Felix, because as you guys know today, disasi agreed the deal to join Aston Villa. He said he wants to join only Aston Villa, and that's it, because that's how Fabrizio Romano said. And Aston Villa are keen on signing him, because for me, guys, I told you during the day, like, Axel Disasi will be a good signing, will be a perfect signing for Aston Villa. For me, I don't know why people think Axel Disasi is a bad player, but for me, I think he's a good player, man. He can join Aston Villa and do well for them than doing well at us. I think for me, Disasi is more like a box kind of guy. Like he's not, if you play the high lines, all kind of stuff, that's when Disasi is not gonna do the job. But when it comes to defending in the box, Disasi is really perfect with that. And I think one thing we're gonna miss on Disasi is his leadership in the locker room, because you guys know at Chelsea, a lot of players look after him, and Disasi is a good player, and some people think he's not really a good player. But as a story was broken today, as you guys remember, in summertime, they wanted to sign as JOAO Felix, Aston Villa. They wanted to sign him, but JOAO Felix ended up coming to us because they wanted him. And for me, I even said about this, man, we have so many number 10s. We have Chris Nkunku, JOAO Felix, Kani Chukwuemeka, and Cole Palmer, and these 4 players cannot all play, and that's why you guys have seen Cole Palmer keep playing over and over. But for me, I think the only thing like I had today, like JOAO Felix did not play on Sunday, is because he had some family issue. That's why he did not show up. But some people thought he did drop him because they're trying to sell him. I think for me, I would say JOAO Felix has been struggling at Chelsea, and he needs to. For me, I think he needs to. He needs to find a move or way to go and play, because he's a Portugal international, and these players, they cannot be staying on a bench. And for me, especially Chris Nkunku, I've been saying. But if you talk about JOAO Felix, this and this, JOAO Felix is a good player, man. He's really a good player, and some people think he's no longer the same guy, man. And for me, sadly for him, he has found himself in a situation that a manager doesn't really need him on Nkunku, because he has refused to let them play as much as they wanted to play. But they've only been playing in Europe, and that's not enough. And you're not even playing a week, 2 weeks not playing, and it's not good for a player. But for me, due to the modern days financial situation, we have to cash out some players, and I think Chris Van Kunku and JOAO Felix guys have to go. For me, if we sell Chris Van Kunku and JOAO Felix, I think we should keep Kani Chukwuemeka to be the backup for Kopama, and I think Kani will be happy with that because we have not really seen him a lot. So this manager doesn't really need a lot of attacking mid. For me, Nico Jackson cannot be doing this himself. Nico Jackson needs a backup, needs someone who can help him. If he's not scoring, he needs someone who can come and help him to score goals. And I think for me, JOHN DURAN will be the guy who can come here and full. And especially I will say that Nico Jackson cannot be playing 90 minutes. He's not that good to be doing that. He needs a competition. He needs a competition for him, and I think for me, JOHN DURAN will be the perfect option for him, will be the perfect guy for him. And some people, I don't know how you guys feel about JOHN DURAN, but for me, this will be a good guy. It will be a good signing, will be a perfect. As you guys know, Villas have been adamant of selling him, but they don't really want to sell him because, as you guys know, they have Oli Watkins, who I don't think is really happy because he's not been completing the 90 minutes. He's been coming on a 60-minute, 70th minute. And JOHN DURAN as well, who is in form, is not happy with the minutes he's getting at Villa. So for me, I would think JOHN DURAN will be going this January, or if he does not go in January, he will go in summertime. And I think for me, as you guys know, we wanted to sign this guy for the last 2 years, but our fan base was saying, why we want to sign this guy? Until now, they see him this season, what he's been doing, madness. For me, I've been saying it for a while now, man. We don't need a guy who can come in and do all the stuff, link up plays. I need a guy who can come and put the ball in the back of the net. And JOHN DURAN, for me, that will be my option. For me, that's the guy I will really think we should sign to come in and show us what he can do, man. And if you're a Chelsea fan, truly you'll understand this. But let me just read this one, man. Let me just read this one, because it says that they wanted to sell him, but because we always wanted to sell him, we always wanted to buy him, but now there's a perfect option of sending JOAO Felix there on loan, and then let's see what it can happen. But because, as you guys know, Villa can sign him at a permanent deal at the end of the season, but if they want to sign him, they have to sell someone. At the moment, JOHN DURAN will be the guy to sell him. And I think for me, one thing I want to say is, man, Villa cannot use JOHN DURAN and Oli Watkins at the same time because they don't work together. Unless the manager want to play them together, but he don't want to do that. That's not the kind of system to play two strikers. But I think Unai Emery has his style of play, and JOHN DURAN, they have their own ways of doing something. But I think DURAN, for me, he's a good player, and he doesn't need to be on the bench. He has a potential of becoming world class, and coming to Chelsea will be a perfect fit for him, man. JOHN DURAN in the Chelsea shirt. Just look at the thumbnail, man. That guy, he looks perfect in the Chelsea shirt. For me, I think Watkins is type of the guy who can bring the other guys into the game, but JOHN DURAN, like his style of play is going forward. He just want to finish, all kind of stuff like that. That's the difference important, because we already have Nico Jackson who can bring his guys like in the game, and JOHN DURAN, for me, I need a different profile, and that's why I wanted JOHN DURAN for so long now. And that's why I've been saying I want to bring Victor Osimhen as well, man. He's those type of forwards, and that's what I really think, man. Guys, I'm sorry, guys, I'm so sleepy. I'm making this video at 2 a.m. in the morning because today I told you guys I'm gonna make it, but I need to make it. But one thing I want to say, Villa, they may feel sad because someone of this potential may be leaving to them. But for me, if our directors are watching all this stuff, you cannot let JOHN DURAN go. You cannot let this guy go to Saudi. We need to do everything to secure him, to get him and bring him to Chelsea. Are we gonna make some crazy mad transfer before the end of the transfer window? Are we gonna do something crazy, something mad? Because for me, we have to do something, because we cannot be that team anymore. We cannot be doing the same stuff we've been doing for the last couple transfer window, because these owners, they said they're gonna make something. only 5 windows, and then we're gonna start challenging. I think it was 4 windows, and now we're going to the 6th window, and we have not changed, man. When you see Robert Sanchez on the weekend doing madness, this guy, I don't want to see him anymore. I'm tired of watching him. And for me, JHON DURAN, Axel disasi, JOAO Felix, all these guys are linked in together. And I think Aston Villa are open to let JHON DURAN leave because they're getting big offers for him and a lot of interest. They turned down the big deal from West Ham, 57 million. This kind of story for me, man. JHON DURAN will be a perfect striker for us at Chelsea. I don't know what you guys think in the comment down below. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And